Hello everybody, and now for something completely different. This right here is actually something I picked up today, and this came from the Dollar Tree, and so this is a little different than what I normally talk about, but I figured I'd throw it out there. Universal Power Bank, and now the Dollar Tree, of course, is a 99-cent store. Everything costs a dollar, of course, by the name of it. And I always make a point when I go to the Dollar Tree to walk through their electronics aisle because I am always interested in what new products they have. It's a great place to get cheap micro USB cables. In the past, I found HDMI cables for a dollar. I still use a lot of those. And so this I saw today, and this is a USB power bank. And so I was curious when I saw it. I picked up the package, and it's actually pretty heavy for what I expected. It says it's pre-charged and ready to use. 6 hours of talk, and it includes a micro USB cable. And so I found it interesting because I know that some companies will give out USB power banks as freebies. And so I was curious what the capacity of this power bank would be for the price of a dollar. And so this one right here I believe I got from a tobacco company. And this one is a 2000 milliamp capacity, I think. Yeah, 2000 milliamp. And this one right here is another one of the freebies I've picked up over the years. And this one has a capacity of 2200 milliamps. I don't know if that's going to focus. There you go. 2200. So we have two freebie power banks right here. I want to see how this one compares, at least in build quality. And let's see if it actually is charged out of the box. And so for the price of $1, what are we picking up? Alright, so we have a small lanyard. That's cool. Micro USB cable. Let's see the length of this guy. So a nice short cable, if you have a need for a short micro USB cable. And the actual power bank itself. And so it looks like the capacity of this one, it's Travelocity branded, is 1800 milliamps. Output 1 amp. And of course has the charging area and the out area. So let's try plugging it in. Let's see if it's actually charged. So I'm getting two blue lights. I don't know if you can see those on camera. And let's plug it into my phone. So my phone is currently at 16% charge. It says it's charging. So I'm just going to let this run and see exactly how much it goes from 16%, if it can get it to full on the charge out of the box. And before I even get anything else started, I'm going to interrupt it really quickly. I do have a USB charge tester, so let's see what kind of output this bank is putting. So if I plug it into my phone, it is putting out 0.64, 0.82, 0.47. It's thinking about it. Let's see what it finally settles on. And now it's important to note that the phone is not saying that this is a low power charger, because sometimes if you plug into a really low quality cord or outlet, it'll give you a warning on the screen of the phone saying that this is not an approved charger, blah, blah, blah. And now this 0.46, 0.44 amps coming out of it, this is on the low end. A decent charger will get that closer to a 1. But among all the chargers I own, it is quite a variance. So that's kind of interesting. You saw it spike a little bit as it was first plugged in. So if anyone's curious about what kind of power this thing is putting out, that is what it says right there. So I'm going to unplug that. So hopefully it won't have any negative impact. And I'm just going to plug the phone back into it. And I'm just going to let it sit. We are now at 15% since we started this video. So we will see how it goes up until, I'm going to assume a red light on this thing means that it's dead. So let's keep going. Alright, so welcome back. So we just finished charging with the phone with this charger, and now out of the box, it's either not fully charged or it is just way under advertising its capacity. Because my phone is now at 24% capacity and the light is now off on this. So the light doesn't turn red, it just appears to turn off. So I don't know if that's a defect in the manufacturing, but either way, what I would tend to think is that the charger itself is just not fully charged out of the box. So I am going to let this sit on the charger. So let me plug this in. Now it's red and blinking. So I'm going to let that sit. And once this is at full capacity, then I will plug it in and let it sit and see if it is actually accurate. Because in theory, if this is an 1800 milliamp battery, this is an LG G5, which has about a 2800 milliamp battery. So in a perfect world where it would charge with no loss, then it should have gotten my phone from the 15% close to 75-80%, but I'd be happy with even half of that. But it got it from 15% to 25. And so that's about a 10% gain. If that's all the capacity this device has, then probably not a good idea even for $1 to get it. So what we'll do is another test. I'm going to charge this up fully and let it get to its full capacity, and then I will attempt to charge my phone again. So we'll try that once this is fully done. So let's see how that goes. Alright, so a couple of hours have passed since the last update we just saw. And so to give you an idea what these indicator lights mean, I have a better idea now. When the battery is discharging and you plug something in, it turns blue. And so blue light means that it's giving power to whatever the device it's plugged into is. When it runs out of battery life, that blue just turns out and it turns to nothing. So dead battery just means our light's out. When you charge it, however, it does turn into a flashing red. So let's see what that looks like. So flashing red, like you see there, means it's charging. And when the battery is fully charged, we get a solid red light. So I decided to charge this to full, which took several hours to do. And I wanted to see the capacity then. So in the last video we just saw, 15% to 25% or so from how it came out of the box. I charged it to full, plugged in my phone here from the same percentage. The phone was at 15% and it charged it up to 44%. So it charged it about 29% with the capacity of this battery. So again, not great. I wish it would have done, double that maybe. But this isn't supposed to be an 1800 milliamp capacity battery. So I would hope for a little more, but again, it cost $1. So it may not be the most useful thing to keep around if you're looking to get a full charge out of a phone, especially a modern smartphone that have larger batteries than most. But for $1, again, not too bad. And I can tell you the main thing I'm going to keep this for. I tend to keep these around for power outages because I have several lamps, and I'll show you one I use on my channel right now actually. So one of my lights I use for filming is this desk lamp right here. Has LED lights up on top, and it is powered by a micro USB power adapter. And so you can run this light off of a power bank, and when the power's out, you plug these suckers in and you have light around the house. And these smaller lights tend to power these things for a couple of hours. This one might be a little less because my 2000 milliamp battery does at least an hour, 2 hours. So this might be a little less, but it does have a use in that way. So these lights right here are actually one of the ways I light the videos on my channel. So very useful to have around the house in case the power goes out. So again, Dollar Tree, go check out these Travelocity power banks if 29% of a 2800 milliamp battery is of interest to you. Again, for $1, I didn't expect too much, and I pretty much got exactly what I expected. So it is useful in that it does provide a charge, it does provide a small amount of power, and in a pinch, these could definitely work. Not a bad deal considering when you go to a gas station and you pick up something like this, you're going to pay $15, $20 for the exact same item, especially if they're trying to advertise it as being charged out of the box, which is totally untrue. So if you do pick one of these up, first thing you should do is go charge it, plug it in the wall, and get some charge sitting on this thing, so if you ever do need it, you can just toss it in a bag, forget about it until the time comes when you need 30% of your battery life restored, and then you're good to go. So hopefully this video was informative. Go check out your Dollar Tree. I wish the roaming gnome, Mr. Travelocity, did not lie on this one. But still, portable battery is a portable battery, and for $1, you really don't have much to lose here. For $1, you can almost throw it away after each use, and it would be worth it in the right situation when you got to have some power. So these might be useful to charge up cameras and other small devices you have with you on a daily basis too. But again, thanks for watching, everybody. You all have a great day, and goodbye.